NewBs. As always, it's Thursday. Get excited because that means one day until Friday, which means weekend. Woo! So, not really sure what I'm gonna do today for the vlog. It'll probably just be a mishmash of different random goofy things that I come up with randomly throughout the day. So hopefully you find some entertainment out of it, whether you just think it's plain stupid so you laugh at it, or maybe there will be something that sparks your, I don't even know, your own thoughts on something. Who knows? Lord only knows what I'll come up with today.
Miranda did a good job kind of recapturing what we did talk about last night. We did talk about the Lord's Prayer, but what we talked about in a little bit more detail was why we were praying that prayer. And it all comes down to, it's a way that we are showing our dependency on God and showing Him that we value His presence in our life. And we talked about the whole thing that if we don't pray a prayer that is resembling of the Lord's Prayer, or really any prayer, it's kind of like we're saying to God, like, oh, we got this, you know, we're all powerful and have all this great strength, we can do these things without you, but in all honesty, we can't. And so that was what we did to the Lord's Prayer. We also discussed how when praying the Lord's Prayer, it's not necessarily Jesus saying, here's the words that you should pray every single day. I mean, praying the Lord's Prayer exactly how Jesus said we should is obviously not bad, because that's, I mean, Jesus told us to do it. So, I mean, hold on, Jesus said so. But the cool thing, if you look at the meaning of it and the things that we are kind of talking about, it's more of Jesus is saying, if you incorporate these different ideas, if you're exalting God and honoring Him and thanking Him for being a part of your life first and foremost, then you're asking for His kingdom to come. So you're asking Him to help you bring His kingdom and bring His presence to other people. Then we're praying to have forgiveness of our sins. We're acknowledging that we are a sinful people, that we need Him in our life, and asking for that forgiveness. But then we move forward beyond that and ask for Him to help us be able to forgive others, and then ask Him to help us to make the right choices that are going to glorify and honor Him. And so if we incorporate all of those things into our prayer life, they're not things that we have to have these word for word things that we're saying each time. It's just kind of, Jesus gives a great layout of, here is how we should pray, because we can exalt God first and foremost, and then show Him how much we are depending on Him and need Him, and how much we love Him by asking Him to be a part of what we're doing. So instead of them being me-centered prayers and all about what we need, don't get me wrong, God cares about those things, but when we get away from the me-centered prayers and we make it God-centered, so we're asking God's will to be done and asking God to be a part of what we're doing, that's the heart of what the Lord's Prayer is saying, is make it about God and your dependency upon Him, and not about yourself and the things that you need and the things that you want. Because God is going to give you what you need and what you want as we are following out in His ways and as we are depending on Him, because He knows better about the things that we need than we know ourselves, even though sometimes we think we are God and that we know better. But really, come on now, let's be for real. For real, for real.
Today I have to try to drive this big honkin' bus thing to get ready for Awaken the City, because I've never driven it before. So y'all that are coming to that, let's hope and pray that my test drive goes well today. I'm a little nervous. So I ended up now driving it today, now for a run. My wife just reminded me that I forgot to do my video. So I thought I'd take you guys for my run, because it's fun. But really I'm not going to, because that's going to get really annoying. So the old is gone and the new is on. Bring on the J's. That's